Alright, so I was asked if I could fit 2 beds in here. But as you can see, like this side thing will kind of make it squished inwards. So with 2 people, your legs and feet will be really close. On the sides, you could technically like squish it down a bit. Sorry, the lights went off. And then you kind of have this in the middle. I have a thing that kind of merges these 2 together into one giant bed. But for the car, I mean, for this, if you were to like get sideswiped or something, this is like, I guess, really nice padding. So, but if you were to slide forward and hit your head over there, then that's going to be bad. Your feet, if they slide this way, you're probably going to be okay. Maybe you break your legs. But I guess the worst case would be a head-on collision. So as long as you don't collide into someone, this is actually will be very comfortable and safe, even if somebody hits you from the back or on the sides. But again, if you crash into someone, I mean, that's, I guess, your fault, unless they drive straight into you going counter traffic or something. But yeah, this setup would actually work really well. They can roll up pretty small, so these are air mattresses. They do have some foam that somewhat inflates them by itself. I haven't used these in so long, but I found the pump for it. So this attaches, and you can actually pump it up by just pushing it and letting go. There's a foam in here, so when you let go, it reinflates, and then you push it back down, and it pumps the air in. But again, these are actually one-way valves. So this one is a exhaust valve. So if you open this, it'll only let the air out, not back in. So it helps with rolling these up super tight. So you can actually, I haven't tried, but I might be able to actually fit it in that little cubby hole. So I don't know. If somebody wants to see that in a video, let me know. I'll probably attempt it. This one I actually left in a bag in my garage, and you can hear how crunchy this material got compared to this. This is so much softer. I hope it's gonna get better over time, but I kind of doubt it. I think I probably screwed it up by leaving it out in the garage. It was in a bag, so I guess the bag didn't really help. Maybe it was getting sunlight even through the bag. But yeah, so it does fit 2. And it's actually pretty comfortable. The only problem is, now where do I put my shoes? I'd have to throw them into the front over there. But yeah, over here, you can actually like push this over. And if you want, you can have, let me actually turn on the flash. Wait, why can't, oh, I can't use it with the ultra wide lens. There we go. Okay, so if I want, I can kind of smush this down. And there's actually a lot of room. So you can see there's a lot of room over there. And a lot of room over here. The only problem is your feet are going to be like, get off me, get off me. But other than that, yeah. So it would be comfy. And I don't know. I don't plan to ever use this. I don't think I'm going to use this with 2 people for, I don't know, we'll see. But right now, because it's just like long road trips with probably my siblings and my parents, if we do go anywhere. And the problem with this is, I guess you can still have 4 people. 2 people will be laying down sleeping, and 2 people will be up in the front, 1 driving and 1 sleeping or doing whatever. But yeah, so I guess it's doable. And that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll probably see about rolling this up later. Actually, I can do it now, but let me get a tripod out, or the tripod out. So I have this tripod in here. I'm gonna actually try this real quick just to show you guys and see if it's even something possible. Then maybe somebody's gonna probably want to like try and find these same mattresses. I bought them so long ago. I don't know if they still make them or not. They are pretty nice, and they were designed for like really cold weather. So technically you can camp in it and not have to use your heat much. Okay, I probably should turn those lights permanently on, but let's see here. Okay, so let's drop this down. Okay. Alright, so what I'm going to attempt to do, I'm going to try and show the deflating process, if I can. Let's get this out. So, this has the one-way valve here, so I'm gonna open that up. I don't know if you can actually hear the air coming out. Technically, you can use this to let air out as well, but you do have to kind of like push this thing inwards. So you have to push it in so that way the valve doesn't stay closed on its own, because again, it is designed to be a one-way valve. And this one, because there's a foam inside, when it expands, it lets air in. Okay, I'm gonna turn this around. Actually, how am I gonna do this? Okay, I'm gonna like fold it here, but I'm trying to show you guys, so it makes it more difficult. But okay, you can actually, hopefully you can hear all the air coming out. Okay, so right now I'm just folding it in half, or somewhat in half. Not exactly, but you can see we can deflate this. And I inflated this with the little pump thing. It didn't take too long, actually. Especially also with the foam that expands on its own. Okay, so I'm gonna like fold this down to like 4. And we're just gonna try and smush this some more. I don't even know what you guys can see. But I'm just gonna smush this some more. Okay, I'm going to close the inflation valve, and now that the inflation valve is closed, what I'm going to do, because I have it folded in half, I can actually like start rolling this thing up, kind of like a sleeping bag. Okay, we're going to roll it up like this, and we're probably going to have to roll this like twice. Like I'm rolling it so that I can smush it and get more air out. Okay, I'm going to open the one-way valve again and push that so I can get the air out quicker. I would say if you don't need a super soft bed, you can just use like sleeping bags, to be honest, and use those as padding, because the process of like rolling this to deflate it, it's kind of time consuming, as you can probably see from the video. But it depends on your comfort versus how much time you want to spend. Okay, I'm gonna roll this some more. That's why on my other video I showed how I can, if I only have like 5 people max in the car, I could actually use the second or the third row with the 2 seats as a place to store the mattress not deflated. I'm trying to deflate this as much as possible to see if it will fit in the cubby hole. Whew. Somewhat tiring workout. Okay, get that. Roll this up a bit tighter if we can. That means I'm going to have to move the drinks out of that cubby hole, which is not really a big deal. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. Will this fit in one of those cubby holes? Maybe, maybe not. Probably not. Throw that over there. Move this over here. Just because the drinks will probably be easier to move than all the other junk. Okay. So we got that. Let's get these drinks out. Okay, so will this rolled up thing fit in there? Let's see. I'd have to smush it even more, but I'd say that's a somewhat. I can force it in, as you can see. And it somewhat fits in there. I don't know if that's a good place to put it. But again, if it's a temporary thing and you don't need too much softness comfort, you could just roll like a sleeping bag, put it in there, and a sleeping bag and put it in the other cubby. But these blankets don't take much space, and again, this thing is really good at keeping you warm. It's like an insulated thing. You can actually put these on like really cold floor, and it'll keep you warm the whole night. It won't like let you get cold. So yeah, there's that. Can I pull this back out? Okay, I don't recommend putting this in here because there's one other thing. When this gets warm, the air inside will kind of expand a little bit. It's probably going to inflate and make it almost impossible to get it out of there. So I would probably just put it in the under thing here or in the front. But yeah, I mean, it is possible. And if possible was what you were looking for, then hopefully you got your answer. Just gonna put this stuff back. Okay, and I'm gonna do one thing actually. Let's throw that thing here. I'm gonna actually leave this overnight in the open thing just to see how much it inflates itself. Oops, sorry. So right now it's just rolled up like that. I'm gonna open this vent to let it inflate itself, and I'm kind of curious. You can hear it's like sucking air in, and the design, again, it only lets air go one way unless you accidentally pull it out or something. But yeah, all right, so I'm gonna open this thing up, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave that in there, and we're gonna see how much it inflates. I don't know if you guys want to watch it and see how long it takes, but it is slowly inflating itself. You can hear the air going in. If anything, if I want to speed it up, I can open this one as well because the foam will make it take too long. So what I can do is I can kind of push this one out of the way. So this has the opposite where it lets air in but not out. So basically this orange thing, actually it lets air out but not in. So basically this orange thing is a flap that sits over like that, and air can't go in because then it gets suctioned to that. So if you kind of pull the flap over a little bit, it'll let air in. But anyways, the foam is taking too long to expand, so I'll just leave this here and I'll come back later because I'm working on a computer right now. So we'll see what happens, if it inflates itself at all or not. It might have already stopped. I don't know if I destroyed the foam from letting it sit there too long in the garage rolled up, because it's been sitting there for years. But yeah, I'm gonna leave that. We're gonna close this, and we'll come back later and see if there's any growth change. All right, see you guys later. All right, so I'm back. Let's go ahead and take a look. No, it's still deflated. It did inflate a little bit, but yeah, so it looks like I would have to manually inflate this if I wanted. It is, again, a tiny bit inflated, but not enough. I'll just leave it overnight and see. Right now it's probably because it's cold, so it's even harder for it to expand. But yeah, anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.